Deep within the shadows of the galactic frontier, civilization has a footprint. Each colony shares a purpose to survive and thrive, and almost every establishment has a unique mission. Whether it's agricultural practices, mining operations, research facilities, military installations, exploration, entertainment, and luxury, here are some Star Wars colonies. Starting off with the Ring of Karfene, which was a mining colony and deep space trading post in the Kafrene asteroid belt. It was a monumental construction inside of the asteroids, and unfortunately for the colony, coveted minerals were scarce in the belt, and the failed mining venture became a trading post and stopover point for desperate travelers. The nature of the colony was chaos, people coming and going, resource extraction, and law and order as the Galactic Empire maintained a presence on the colony. All the while, the layout of the place changed daily, as homes, shops, and vendors were all made from metal shanties that would be taken down, stolen, repaired, upgraded, and ultimately changed every single day, leading to a maze of chaos on the Ring of Karfene. The ring acted as a junction between the Corellian trade route and planets like Coruscant, and one of the only outposts in deep space. Up next is the Glavis Ringworld. This was a space station that encircled a small star, completely artificial as there was an atmosphere, and the ring maintained a gravitational pull as well. The day and night cycles were produced by the ring itself with shadows from the sun and eclipse plates that slid over the sunward face, providing an artificial night cycle. This is a very cool Star Wars colony, more of a Halo ring than something from Star Wars, but still very cool to see, and I want to see more stuff like this in the Star Wars universe. Not much is known about our next colony, which is the Cinta Glacier colony. A massive chunk of ice orbiting the star Sinta, it was a very small settlement with very little activity, but it did have an Imperial outpost. The colony extracted ice cores that contained trace minerals of Malsar, which could be used in the construction of droids, communications, and other electronics. Similar to the Ring of Kafrene, Novag Garin was located in a dense cluster of asteroids, and it was used by the Imperial Security Bureau to gather data on the adjacent systems and draw up plans. It was also a fully armed staging area for the Imperial military for resources on a large-scale operation. I really don't know where Novag Garin is located, but since it was an asteroid space station and it was attacked by the Haxian brood, it has to be close to their headquarters, Ordo Eris, another asteroid space station which was part of the Polis Massa asteroid field. And we got recent word of the slayer of Ordo Eris, as Fennec Shan comes from an unknown space station that looks to be more luxury and entertainment based, but it is still a new cool addition to the Star Wars universe. This next colony is located very remote in the galaxy, Mako Town, which was a decrepit ipsium mining facility during the beginning of the Imperial Era. It was ran by the Techno Union during the Clone Wars to mine ipsium, a crystallized mineral that can be mined and refined into a fuel source, but following the end of the war, the Techno Union was forced out, and Mako soon took over the facility and its operation, working for the Empire and other clients. He used and abused his labor force, employing children, and Mako was the boss of this town and the planet as it seems, as Ipsidon was very remote, making Mako Town the only notable location in Spaceport, and it was home to violent sandstorms that created lightning. Fort Yipso is going to be our last place, also known as the Yipso Bay Trading Company headquarters. Established to mine hypermatter on Vandor, it was a snowy mountain village. The buildings were built into the side of a mountain that could be reached by wooden bridges. It also contained a lodge with a saloon and a gambling hall with a droid fighting arena. What more could you want? Early explorations by the Republic Survey Corps deemed Vandor a navigational hazard to get to via hyperspace, and the mountains and cold terrain of the planet prevented any development or extra settlements being made. The planet turned out to be too far from any main trade routes to prosper, and it lay relatively close to the secondary hyperspace known as Gamma Run. The explorations and mapping of Vandor early on led to the Imperial rail line in Depot and Spaceport to continue mining the planet for its resources. So with that, those are some colonies across the Star Wars universe. Very cool to see all of them and the differences where each of them lie, and we get to see realities of different people and their situation inside the Star Wars universe, showing stark differences between the rich and the poor, and the resource extraction versus the leisure-based space stations and colonies that exist in Star Wars. So subscribe if you would like, and until next video, goodbye.